Now we are done with the risk sharing definition, the context, the importance of risk sharing, when it started, why it's important for localizations and local NGOs in specific, and how it enhanced the delivery of services to the targeted communities. Now we will turn our attention to the principles of risk sharing. For me, this is like building the foundations for the risk sharing framework where we will know how to put risk sharing into practice. Here I already divided the principles. There are 8 principles into 4 slides. Each slide will discuss 2 principles. So let's get to the first 2. The first one is the collaborative approach. From its name, it's all about collaboration. So actors must work together to find mutually acceptable risk-sharing solutions that facilitate humanitarian aid. That was expected, right? Avoid unilateral decisions, of course, that's what collaboration is all about, and try to engage all stakeholders. Here, before I go to the second principle, I would like to highlight some facts that are related to the collaborative approach. The first thing, we have to agree that we are using risk sharing in a collaborative manner, and all the different actors in the delivery chain has to agree into this approach. This is the first thing. The second thing here is that we have to acknowledge that risk sharing is a tool. It's not the results that we are trying to achieve. It's not the results. It's only a tool for us to achieve a better outcome for the communities that we are serving. Here we have I have also to emphasize that risk has to be shared in an equitable manner, not in an equal manner. And there is a huge difference between these 2 words. Let me give you an example here. An equitable manner means that we are sharing risks based on the different organizations in the delivery chain, capacities, tools, and resources. We cannot expect that all partners in the delivery chain can have an equal amount of specific risk. No, there will be differences, and we have to acknowledge this. Acknowledging this will lead to a more and better collaborative approach. The last thing, and the most important thing here, what we are trying to do, we are trying not to leave any organization exposed to a certain risk that they cannot handle. How this is done? This is done through collaboration, through discussion, through dialogue. The second principle is confidential and non-punitive dialogue. We are always talking about trust. We are always talking about being in an open space, sharing risks without being committed, without being not committed, without being So principle 2 is confidential and non-punitive dialogue. Here, trust is key. So actors should share risk-related concerns in a safe, confidential, and non-punitive environment. That means I can feel free to share my risks, and I'm sure it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to get me out of the project, for example, for sharing risks. This is happening through an open communication that ensure that risks are addressed rather than hidden due to the fear of consequences. So let me put it in another way here. When we're talking about risks and sharing them, it's not about sharing all the details of the risks that make you uncomfortable, to the degree that make you uncomfortable of sharing those risks. You can share the risk in a generic or a general statement without mentioning the details that will make you feel confident that you can share all the different risks in an open manner. We can put it, I think, this way. So let me give you an example. You cannot say, for example, specific incident details. For example, one organization in the delivery chain has lost 50K because of they misused one of the funding in project last year. Maybe we can say one partner experienced an incident of financial mismanagement in a health project last year due to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is how we share risks. We don't specify the names. We don't give the details, so the partner can feel confident into sharing risks. If we are sharing all the details, many partners will say, well, okay, let's just avoid sharing that risk. It will come back and hunt us later on this project. Another important thing, we have to agree on how we are going to share those risks. Are we going to share them to in-person meeting verbally? Is it going to be in official reports? Are they going to be to anonymized reports to get to the facilitator, and then this facilitator will start sharing those risks with other partners? This can help us to create this trust atmosphere and make everyone comfortable into sharing the risks. Another thing that is also important here is that risks sometimes we have to share them with external parties, and we have to agree into how we are going to share those risks, for example, in a donor report or in a country worldwide report. And we have to agree into the mechanism here into how to share those risks. These mechanisms might be, well, we'll make it a generic statement, we'll share it with everybody, or if everyone is 100% comfortable, we can share it with the external reports. So all this going under this second principle. So now I think we covered the first and second principle. In the coming video, we will cover the third and fourth. So see you in the next video.